folks. Welcome to another episode of GemTalks, brought to you by Des Moines New Age Radio and Des Moines New Age Shopping Community Center. Now, we are having our psychic fair this weekend. It's Saturday, August 3rd, and it's our Midsummer Dreams Psychic Fair. We are going to have tarot. We're going to have huge shelf-sitter crystals. We're going to have psychic mediums. We're going to have crystal ball readers. We're going to have Reiki therapists. We're going to have all of it. And we are so happy about it. But more to the point, I am doing this as a companion piece to last week's Gem Talks, which was all about cleansing your crystals. Well, it's a two-part process, really. Charging and cleansing go hand in hand. So what's going to go on is, yes, you can cleanse them all you want, but if you're not recharging them, they're going to stay pretty dead and pretty stagnant. And I'm not going to take up a long amount of your time tonight. And by the way, thank you so much for bearing with me with all the tech issues between the solar flares and the storms that are going on here in Iowa. Man, they are wild. It's been a little hinky with the tech, more than the naturally bratty tech gremlins. But cleansing your crystals is only one part of the process. To charge them, think of it kind of like showering and feeding. So cleansing is showering and then charging is feeding your crystals, because everybody gets worn out, right? If we don't get our recharge time, we're going to be burnt out pretty quick. If you don't recharge your phone's going to die. And it's the same thing with your crystals. Low maintenance does not mean no maintenance. So how to charge your crystals? There's some very obvious ones. A lot of people like to do it by laying them out under the full moon, and that's great. That's absolutely awesome. I love that. Except for the fact that I kind of forget to pull them back in. So, yeah. Another good one, you can cleanse and charge your crystals with sunlight, but I only recommend that really on black tourmaline and clear quartz. Most stones are cave stones. So the colored ones will start to fade, like amethyst, fluorite, rose quartz, stuff like that. If you leave them out in the sunlight, they will fade out, which, it's okay. But honestly, I wouldn't want to do that to the stone. Another one, much like cleansing, you can charge them through putting them in the earth. Mother Earth is your biggest transmuter. So it's going to take any negative stagnant energy and it's going to clean it off, but it's also going to refill that crystal. Only problem is the best way to do it is to bury them in your yard or someplace wild. And I tend to forget they're there. So, yeah. Another way is to put them by white selenite. And that is my preferred method. Putting them by white selenite, it will cleanse and charge them overnight if you leave them in a bowl with it, or leave them in a selenite bowl, or in one of our resin charger plates or bowls that we've been making with the selenite and black tourmaline dust within it. We're working on putting copper in there too, so we'll see how that goes. The hubby's on to the resin track now. But the other thing you can do is Reiki, of course, and then personal positive energy share. So PPES. And what that is, when you're having a really good day or those good moments, first cup of coffee, things like that, you hold your crystal. Let's do this one. Okay, my garnet palm stone. You hold it and you just pour all that good and all that love right back into it. And I love doing that with my stones, but I can't do all of them every time. So selenite is just a lot more practical. It's why I have it all over the place. I have chunks of it everywhere, simply because it just keeps everything clean and charged. So let me see if I forgot anything. You can do it via running water for the crystals that can go in water. Much like cleansing, they will charge it up. They'll clean it out. And people always ask me, how often should I charge my crystals? Now, everybody's good with once a month, but I found the ones that you wear a lot, like jewelry, the ones that you carry on you in your pockets, things like that, protection kits, well, they have selenite in them, so it's not too bad, but you still want to clean them up and charge them every so often. You can judge by the feel, but I prefer to clean and charge mine every night. I prefer to do it. If I'm out and about in the public eye, if I'm just hanging out at home, it's not such a big deal. I just clean them and charge them after use, But for the ones that you just have around your house day to day, I would say probably once a month is okay. I would feel more comfortable with just leaving them set around selenite. I would feel more comfortable with just putting pieces of selenite around them. if you have a little crystal shelf or space for your crystals, things like that. I would feel more comfortable with the white selenite. It's just, for me, it's a lot more efficient. You can do whatever you like. I've seen people haul out baskets of stones on their back porch for the full moon and just lay them all out, and that is absolutely wonderful. But again, I'm a lazy cleaner. I'm a lazy charger. So I just like to do what's most efficient and convenient and most time manageable, because let's be honest, for most of us, we barely have time to eat a decent meal. So let alone go huck in and out crystals and all that fun stuff. Especially if you're a rock hound like me. I especially love clear quartz. That's really a big thing for me, but I love celestite. I love it all. So yeah, I would say white selenite, full moon. You can do it by burying them in the earth or putting them in running water, the ones that can go in water. For clear quartz and black tourmaline, sunlight just makes them really happy. They just love that. It's like holding a big bowl of happy sunshine. I've actually had to cleanse off Himalayan salt lamps before too. That was really weird. I went ahead and put those in the direct sunlight to kind of eat off anything that was nasty on them. But that was a particularly bad case of a negative entity attachment. Ugh. Because when the salt gets bad, it's bad. So put them out in direct sunlight, cleaned it all up. It was really wonderful. You can actually also, let's see, if I remember correctly, you can also charge up jewelry and rings this way. But this is only about crystals, so I'll just stick to that. So yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, I love you all, and I will see you soon. And by the way, the picture in the back is kind of what a crystal should feel like once you're done charging it up. Once it's all cleaned out and it's charged. Cleanse it first, then charge it. So shower it, then feed it. You're doing good. Oh, and also, if anybody else holds your crystals, clean them off afterward. Simply because you don't want anybody else's stagnant energy or negative energy all over your stuff. Same thing with your tarot cards, divination instruments, jewelry, anything else that can hold a charge. You want to cleanse it and charge it afterwards. That way it's all nice and bright and shiny and happy. All right. Love to you all. See you next week on GemTalks. And thanks, you guys. Oh, also, tune in tomorrow night for the Psychic Roundtable at 8:35-ish. And everything, it'll air live on the shop's YouTube and Facebook, but then it's going to be on our Spotify channel. So, all right. Loves to y'all. And I am going to do the outro, which hubby worked so hard on. Here we go.